Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode over here at the Cantina Corner channel here on YouTube, as well as all the social medias where you can follow us over on Facebook, here on YouTube and Twitter. How are you people out there listening and watching? If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're listening on the audio version over there on Spotify, Anchor, Podcasts, Apple, wherever you're listening to, thanks for tuning in, whether it's your car or wherever you want to do it. But we are going to get back to another Bar Talk episode like we started last week. Here with my lovely co-host Cody as we discuss some more random shit and just hang out. So come along and bullshit with us. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, man. What's up, man? Yeah, how you doing?
Listen, I just got back from the gym. I'm on autopilot right now. As I was typing to get shit ready for this, my arms are
Yeah, you were struggling through that intro, but that's okay. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, I had a slight
through it. That's what a real professional does. They fight through it.
Listen, it's like
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
I was just gonna say it. I was like, it's like the late great what's his face. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna run with it. All right. But yeah, that's the opener you get, so fucking deal with it. We're going to talk some bar talk. I know last week we were kind of start off last episode, we did some Stranger Things. And I know that was the night before they were going to release the final 2 episodes, or 4 hours, I should say, 4-hour long finale of the show. I know I got caught up with it. I know before we started recording, you said you did. What are we feeling on this? How'd you like the ending to season 4?
It was all right.
It was
a little disappointing. I think it was a little disappointing.
Okay.
Overall, it was still good.
All right, I think I can agree with you. There was stuff that disappointed me, but what disappointed? By the way, spoilers for anyone. Obviously, I doubt anyone's not seen this unless they're really fucking busy. But spoilers ahead.
Spoilers.
Yeah, so you've been warned. But what disappointed you?
I don't know. In particular, I guess I was just so hyped for the show. It was more my hype. I was thought something epic was going to happen.
I was way off.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened. They didn't really win. They didn't really lose. So it was just kind of felt like a massive cliffhanger, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just fuck. Now I got to wait 2 or 3 years probably until we get this next season.
Fuck me. Fuck.
I mean,
yeah, it's kind of how I felt afterwards. I was like, damn. Well, now we got to wait.
Yeah, it is annoying because I don't know when they're supposed to come out with the next one. I don't even know if they announced it.
I don't think they've announced an actual time, but I think it's usually 2 years. So,
okay.
I mean, it could be a while. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's why I was a little disappointed. I think I remember when we were talking last week, you said that there was a season 5, which I had no idea. So my hype level was high because I thought this was it. And then, now I was still hype, but I'm like, okay, well, I have a feeling this is going to be anticlimactic at the same time as being awesome.
Yeah. I guess spoilers, Eddie dying, I was kind of obvious, kind of yeah, that's going to happen. That fucking little white privileged fuck died. I was happy about that.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Yeah. In a funny way too. I thought that was great.
And the shit with Max, that was epic and had some suspense to it. That was really it for me, I guess. You knew Hopper and them were gonna get out of their situation. I guess it was just a lack of suspense. I was just all right. The Russian shit, I kind of got over. I was kind of all right, let's get these guys back to the States. I thought everybody was gonna meet up and we're gonna have this epic battle.
Yeah.
And just they met up at the very end, and I was like, no. I need to know what's going to happen.
I am never satisfied. It's a curse.
Yeah, there was because you said battle. The thing that disappointed me the most is I was expecting a crazy fight between the two of them, between Vecna and 11. Yeah. I was expecting crazy mind shit, them throwing stuff at each other, going at it. But instead we just got more of the same where one of them just, either twitches a head or holds a hand up and they're just getting thrown against a wall and held there. I was like, that's it?
Are you fucking shitting me?
We built it was an epic conclusion to the season. Don't get me wrong. Still had a lot of awesome moments. I love the season, but I thought the fight was lacking. And now that I know the season 5, it's like, okay, well, I guess why, but still, I thought it could have been more epic with the battle between them. It was more of like a Mexican standoff. They were just like talking shit to each other.
Yeah. And I kind of hope like it sucked like not having like Mike and Will and Jonathan, like they were all just like sitting there while Elle was like doing the piggybacking. And I was like, this kind of sucks because they're not really a part of this at all.
No,
You
it
know what I mean?
eliminated everybody.
Yeah, Will's kind of sucked as a character. He was such a part of like season 1, and now he's just kind of like an afterthought. I would assume he's going to be a major part of next season with him like still sensing the shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I will agree. Like there was some things I hated about it, but it was still pretty solid. I will say the most epic thing in the entire season that happened in the last half was that solo by Eddie on the top of the trailer to Master of Puppets was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah. I do love that we got some metal. It's not often you mainstream that. Perfect era in the 80s for that. And it's just, I loved when he held the Iron Maiden thing. He was like, this is music. I was like, yes. Yes, it is.
And the way he said it too, they're like, we're looking for music. It's like,
Yeah.
like don't talk shit.
Yeah. Love it. And Iron Maiden's my favorite band of all time. So,
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. But yeah, it was a good era. It was perfect. I did see that Metallica had tweeted out that they were like honored to be picked as like the one that they showcased, which honestly it makes sense. They were like the biggest, one of the biggest influential acts as far as music goes that came out of that time frame globally. So it was great to see that. I thought it made the scene cooler. It was like a good send off for him because he had that epic moment, like he just rode to the gates of Valhalla and just, didn't give a shit. It was like, bring it on.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah. It was well cut too, where it was like the audio of, I know there's like a lot of stories that the actor really learned how to play that song. I don't buy that for a second.
It was all bullshit.
He might have learned how to play the chords. I don't buy that he was playing that solo.
He didn't
whatsoever. But I like how in like the beginning, like you could tell it was like him or someone playing just the guitar, and then it cut to the actual song right when the lyrics come in. I was like, oh, that was very well done. A lot of the music was very well done. Like in the end, that last when Hopper was getting ready to cut off the Demogorgon's head, when it cut from that running up that hill to like the fucking trailer music from like season 1, I was like, that's fucking good. That's fucking good. The music editing and mixing was fucking great. That I will say.
Yeah, I mean the soundtracks alone just from this show because of the era are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love them. The way that they showcase all of it. And interesting fact that you said about the guitar thing, he did learn to play it, but I do know that when they did the close-up shots, they had a double that played the song. He was an actual professional guitarist so that the hand movements look more clean, like he knew what he was doing, but he still did learn to play it, but obviously the close-up shots weren't him.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Come on. I knew it the whole time.
My sister was telling me that. I was like, yeah, no. I'm sorry. No. It's a cool story. It's a cool thing to put in the tabloids, but no, sorry.
Yeah.
That's just not how that shit works.
But I mean, I give him credit for at least, trying to be as realistic as possible with it, which is cool. I did hear another thing where that scene where obviously Eddie dies and you've got him and Dustin sitting there, holding them and they're having that like emotional moment. I found out that they filmed those different angles of them completely separate on different days.
Really?
Yeah. So they didn't film that like collectively together. Like they filmed one half of it and then they filmed the other half. So like they were there, but they weren't doing both parts at the same time. I don't know why. It was weird. They said it was a weird way to film it. So the fact that they even made it look legit the way that they did, knowing that it's separate, I thought it's pretty impressive.
That is. It's interesting that they would do it that way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's probably just the way that like shooting had to happen or something and scheduling. Because I know movies are weird like that. They shoot out of order and, whatever they can do to make sense.
Yeah.
But all in all, I liked it. I'm excited for season 5, knowing it's the finale. Finally, it's over. I thought they could have personally ended it here if they would have changed the ending. But it'll be cool to see more of the show. Speaking of shows, I know that last week I also brought up the Terminal List. I just finished that today, the new Chris Pratt show.
Oh yeah, whole season's out already.
Yeah, it came out like
Oh,
all
okay.
at once. It's 8 episodes. They're an hour long a piece. Came out on July 1st. I finished it all. Really good.
Is it?
It's really good. There's even one scene, without giving anything away, that I would tell you right now, and obviously spoilers to people who want to care. If you want to know like what to expect, I could tell you, but that's up to you, because it's the perfect scene for me to give you the tone.
I mean, I'll watch it.
Okay, so I won't tell you that.
Yeah, don't tell me yet.
Okay, but
I'll watch it.
when
Next week we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal show. The critics hate it. They think it's like, I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and it kind of gets annoying lately when you have anything that deals with military or guns or stuff like that, or like anti-government or anything.
Yeah.
They always make articles reviewing the stuff political. And
of course.
so now all I'm saying is, oh, this is a right-wing dream, and this is like gun owners paradise, and other people are saying that it's like embarrassing to the military community, and I'm like, it's not bad. Like this man hired Navy SEALs to come and be in the show, watch over the show, like give dictation for everything. Like Chris Pratt produced it, and he took this like really, really serious. Obviously it's not going to be 100% accurate with military shit,
Right.
but the gun handling that he has is so clean. It made me want to go to the shooting range immediately. Like watching him like hold it up and like do his like hand movements and keep everything like tactical, to like checking the slide with his hands right here, and just the movements and the tilts. I mean, it was just flawless. I loved it.
I popped the rod so fast, I went blind for a full minute. Nutted all over those cushions.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. I will say there are a lot of parts that drag on and slow, but because of what they're depicting, it made sense to me. So obviously we'll talk more about it when you watch the show. But anyone out there, highly recommend. Terminal List came out July 1st. All episodes are on Amazon Prime Video. All 8 hours. It's definitely worth a watch. It's number 1 on Amazon right now. No surprise. It's Chris Pratt. So even if it sucked, everyone was going to watch it.
Right.
So that's a good one. I was happy to finally finish that.
Speaking of that whole like guns are in it right now. Guns are a hot topic again.
Yeah, of course.
I'm dealing with that at work right now. So we distribute Black Rifle Coffee.
Oh, I heard something about them.
They just signed a deal with the Dallas Cowboys, obviously where that school shooting just took place. So fucking everybody's ripping the Cowboys up and down.
Yeah.
And now like Black Rifle even sent us a thing. They were like, hey, if you put any banners or stuff up for us, don't have a gun in it, which is like just totally opposite of what they are. I mean, they're created by Navy SEALs. They're fucking called Black Rifle Coffee. I mean, they kind of stand with guns, and fucking they're even kind of like, yeah, let's just like calm down for a little bit.
Let's just calm down. I'm sure we can settle this peacefully.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're a veteran-owned company, but they're not stupid to know what's going on.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I didn't read into it. I just saw an article about it, and I was like, oh boy, because I know that they're not the type of company to have that intention.
Yeah,
because they're really funny guys. Like they do a really good job at marketing. They're hilarious.
They've been on the Joe Rogan show a few times.
Yeah, and they made one of my favorite military appreciation movies, which was what was? I've seen it once because I never got around to buying it. They had there's a free showing I saw on the internet, but it was the one that they made about the zombies taking over, and it was like all vets were in it. They even had Danny Trejo in it, and I mean, fucking it. I'll have to. You'll see it down here below for everyone watching this video. I don't have it while I'm recording, but I'll post a little thing in there like I did last week. Yeah, I mean, I hope the best for them. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. They'll figure it out.
No, I don't either. It's just, I even told that to my boss. I was like, that's just bad timing. They could have waited maybe another week. It's a very fickle public that we have. They forget things very easily. So
yeah, so we'll see.
I got something I want to bring to the table here.
Yes,
has to do with TV shows.
Ooh, okay.
They just announced that Echo show, which is kind of a spinoff from Hawkeye. Echo from the Hawkeye show.
Oh, okay.
She's getting her own show on Disney Plus. They just confirmed that Vincent D'Onofrio will be returning as Kingpin, and Charlie Cox will return as Daredevil in the show. So we got a little bit of glimpse of him in the last Spider-Man movie. He caught the brick, was just very quick and out of it. We're getting him back as Daredevil in this show. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet.
See, I've seen a lot of clips of him from the show, but I've never watched the show.
It's a good show. I watched like the first 2 seasons, and I kind of just stopped watching because that's just how I am, man. I just fucking don't have time for shit. But the first season especially was great, and then I know they had a lot of stuff with the Punisher and stuff like that going on Netflix, but those shows were actually really good. So I'm excited to see him back.
Yeah, that'll be really cool because I mean he's from everything that I've heard and the little bit that I've seen, like he's perfect for the role. So I'm excited.
Ben Affleck.
Oh God, let's not even talk about that. The fact that they even gave his
It's raining.
The fact they even gave his wife her own Elektra movie. Well, his ex-wife. I don't even know if they're still together. That
They're
movie,
not.
like that movie was bad too. Like everything that came from Daredevil between that movie and Elektra is just trash.
Yeah.
So bad.
They're both CIA fuckholes, so
CIA fuckholes.
they are. Sorry.
I don't
about it.
What do you mean CIA fuckholes?
Dude, they're one of like both of them have you ever noticed like I'm gonna go down a dark rabbit hole here.
Just say it.
I mean, if you don't want to get us whacked, I mean, we don't have to talk about it.
They've both been to Langley in the Pentagon. Like, not very many actors go there.
Is this Illuminati?
No, I don't. No, they're just CIA fuckholes. We know we've talked about it before. The CIA fucking has a whole division dedicated to Hollywood. Like that's just a fact. So
Okay.
Okay, we did multiple episodes on it on this channel, and you're fucking acting like, well, okay,
Whatever you say, tinfoil hat man.
yeah.
No, I know.
News here at 11.
Gas prices are through the roof. Good luck finding fucking eggs. We're all dying out here. Can we talk about the fact that it's like $10 to get some fucking eggs? Like,
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. I actually last time I was at the store with Kim, I brought that up. I was like, remember when it was like fucking like 69 cents to buy a fucking thing of eggs? Like it was nothing.
yep.
I like what the fuck happened here?
Now you're sitting here and you're buying regular eggs at organic free range prices. Like,
It's actually wild.
I honestly don't know how, like, what's the one thing that's pissed you off that's gone up in price that you're just like having a struggle? Like, should I even keep buying this shit until it goes down? Because I know there's a couple things where I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not going to enjoy this for a couple months until shit gets fixed.
That's tough. I'll tell you, number one thing, this could piss off a lot of people. Fucking Penn Station, okay? Penn Station, it's like fucking $30 for 2 people now.
What the fuck?
For a fucking sandwich, fries, and a fucking 2 drinks? It's fucking $30.
What are they charging, like 20 for a lemonade?
It's fucking unbelievable right now. I went there, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I haven't had Penn Station in forever. I usually only get
Don't?
because I used to get their whatever large size that they had for the chicken teriyaki. That was my favorite.
Oh, chicken parm. Chicken parm's the way to go.
That does sound good.
Fucking so good. But it ain't fucking $20 good, bro.
No, it's not. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, I it's driving me insane. Like the fact that and then you just like, you hear all this shit where they're like, oh, we're not going towards a recession. Everything's fine. And it's like, you're looking around as you're hearing this and you're like, everything's on fire. Like,
Yeah.
we're fucked.
I declare bankruptcy!
Yeah, man. Not to get too scary either. I think World War III is about to start. So,
Well, I guess we're gonna see what happens. Do you think it's gonna be who do you think's gonna be the bad guy for World War III? Who do you think's gonna be like enemy number one?
I mean, I think it's pretty clear. It's already Russia.
I don't know. It could be Russia. Could be
Russia, China, and Iran.
You're gonna say Trump.
Fucking no, yeah. Well, that is for whatever reason the public's enemy number one for no fucking reason whatsoever. Yeah, Russia, China, and Iran are like holding a press conference next week on some shit. There's some wild shit going on, man. NATO approved the U.S. to send in troops to Ukraine already. Like send them in. Like we had troops on the border. Now they gave the okay to send them in, but we're not at war, so it makes no sense. There's a lot of shit that like doesn't make sense, but we have a no-fly zone, but we're not at war, but we'll shoot your planes down. Like it makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
It's like, hey, we're not fighting, but if you cross that line,
Yeah, you cross that line, we're shooting you down.
we'll just
what do you mean?
we'll just escort you out of existence. That's not killing you.
That's like as close as you can get to declaring war without actually saying we're at war. Like,
What's the TikTok trend? Tell me you're at war without telling me
Yeah,
you're at
legit.
war. No fly zone.
no fly zone. I draw a line in the sand, and you better not cross it. Only this line is in the air.
It's like one of those invisible electric fences. The minute they just cross it, they're just like,
Yeah. You should just see like a guy sitting there watching a radar, like fucking that Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, it was like, oh,
right there.
shoot him.
Or the fucking what is it? The Kylo Ren. What is he yelling about blowing it out of the sky?
Oh yeah.
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky! All fighters!
I want you to blow that thing out. Dude, nothing makes sense. Like nothing makes sense anymore.
No.
Like
It's gonna be a hot take, but I mean, what the fuck? Who cares? Let those two countries do what they gotta do.
How is that a hot take? This is gonna be a hot take, but what the fuck?
Yeah, honestly, that's my hot take for the day.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the news? They're like, all right, we have so and so, he's a PhD, this, and this. And then, what did you like to say, sir? And you're like, this is gonna be a hot take, but what the fuck, guys? What the fuck? Like, Dr. Phillips, what do you mean, what the fuck? I mean, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, what are we doing?
The American dream is dead.
Well, it's the blue people. It's the red people. It's the...
It's the lizard people, dude. Always has been. Always will be.
Dude, the fact you said lizard people. There's a guy I work with. I don't know what it is, and it's completely random, but he never eats at work. Like, he just refuses to eat. I don't know if he just doesn't like to eat in front of people. I don't know what it is, but he never eats. And I'm like, how do you function? Like, we do 10-hour shifts, right? I told him yesterday, I was like, I'm convinced you're one of them body snatcher people, dude. I was like, I think you live off like Palin or something.
Oh shit, maybe he is, dude. Maybe he lives off like photosynthesis or some shit.
I don't know, but he ain't. I was fucking with him. I'm like, you're not human. I was like, I swear to God, like if I was to like spray you with a certain something, it would be like the thing. You would just immediately be like, like just fucking.
It was old shows, fucking Goosebumps, dude. It's the fucking character from Goosebumps.
Which one?
Gotta watch out for that fucker. I don't know. Wasn't there one where like dude turned into a plant or some shit?
Oh yeah, the one that always scared me was the kid that put on the Halloween mask, and then the Halloween mask like became his face.
Yeah, it became him. Yeah, dude.
I was
fucking wild shit, bro.
Those are kids' books.
I know, dude. We were just talking about this at work this morning. We were talking about sports movies, and dude, the '90s was just like the fucking goated area for kids' sports movies, man.
Even on Disney Channel.
Goated. Yeah, that's exactly right, dude. Exactly right.
What was that? Was that one with the rollerblading one?
Blink, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Blink and
Luck of the Irish, dude. I mean, you gotta watch that during St. Patrick's Day all the time.
Greatest basketball movie ever.
Motocross. Okay. You got a chick dressed like a guy. I mean, that movie was ahead of its time when you think about it. I mean,
it was.
That was like fucking 2001 or some shit. Who knew in 2022 that's the standard?
Let's see if you remember this one. Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami, of course, dude. Of course.
Of course. Dude, I'm feeling nostalgic right now.
Exactly. Dude, fucking Air Bud.
Which one? Air Bud?
Air Bud 20. Angels in the Outfield. Rookie of the Year. The Sandlot. I mean, fucking A, man. The Big Green. Come on, man.
It never ended.
Here's the weird shit. It was awesome.
It never ended.
Mighty Ducks, dude. 1 and 2. Fucking get it.
I missed
and the fuck Space Jam. The original Space Jam.
The only Space Jam.
The GOAT. What's that fucking that meme? He's like the goat.
I've never seen that one.
You never seen that? Oh, I'll have to show you later.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
like
that
a
one.
black dude. I think they're arguing about like Michael Jordan or something. He's like the goat. That's why he's the goat. It's hilarious.
The only one that I know that was funny from that was it Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Maybe was that it? Or it's the guy from
where they argue about Paul Rudd and what's his nuts?
No, it
Or
was
not Paul Rudd.
it was the other
That's
guy.
movie.
He's the one from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
And he's arguing with that kid. He's like
Jason what's his fucking name?
I don't remember his name. I just know it's Jason something. He's gonna bug you, isn't it?
Yep, I'm looking it up. Go ahead, talk.
But there was that scene where he's arguing with the kid, and he's like, "Oh, what? He's the greatest because he's got 6 rings." He's like, "It's the only argument I need, Sean."
Yeah.
He's like, "That's it." It's not Jason Sudeikis. It's not.
That's what I was thinking right away was Jason Sudeikis, but
It's the minute you say it, it's gonna piss me off
yeah, probably.
because it's so obvious.
So obvious. Jason Segel.
Jason Segel.
Siegel.
Oh, Siegel. Okay, I was like, what? Does he have a brother I don't know about? Fucking Steven?
Vladimir Putin.
I just felt like saying it like that. Segel.
No, that
Fucking funny.
man. Going back to the '90s stuff. Now that we're talking about how the world doesn't make sense, the last time that it made sense, I felt like was in the '90s. Now, obviously, we
Yeah.
were young. We didn't know what was going on politically or in the world at that time because there's still fucked up shit. But at least it was functional.
You know what it is, dude?
What?
Fucking the super collider was turned on again.
It's science.
Oh yeah, you saw that shit.
I did. There's some wild theories out there, bro. People got a lot of time on their hands.
I
I
watched
get
that.
the whole Mandela Effect thing, and yeah, some of that shit is fucking wild to think about. Because some of the stuff you're like, dude, I fucking remember that. Like, I remember that like that. So one of the biggest things is fucking Fruit Loops, man. That thing fucking bothers me all the time, man.
What?
The Fruit Loops logo like changed. Like it used to have like. I'll have to look up. When we edit this, pull up a picture of it. I'll send you a picture of it later. But the Fruit Loops logo was different. I remember it different. I remember it with fucking both letters having the Fruit Loops in it,
Okay.
but it's just the one. And supposedly it's always just been the one. I fucking distinctly remember it. Just having it both ways, but I've heard it both ways. It's a psych reference for anyone out there.
I never watched that show.
Oh, goated show.
That's what everyone always says. Everyone always says
Goated
it's
show.
amazing. That's the one where he like
you
fakes
would,
being a...
you especially would fucking love that show
Why?
because it's just fucking stupid humor, dry humor. Like they're basically trolling everyone, and some people know and some people don't because yeah, he's faking being a psychic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that show is fucking hilarious, man. Hilarious.
I know, speaking of like dumb humor, I said a dad joke at work yesterday. It was a nerd one that my buddy, did that thing where he laughs and says, "I fucking hate you," because it's so stupid, but it makes you laugh, you get mad.
Yeah.
All I said is, what did Yoda say the first time he saw himself in Blu-ray quality?
What?
HDMI.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so bad. It's like one of my favorite like nerd dad jokes. And what killed me is he goes, "Your dad told you that, didn't you?" I said, "In fact, I told him it and he loved it." It's like,
Yeah.
so I got the approval.
Dude, here's another one for you.
Okay. 90s movie, right?
No. Mandela Effect thing. I'm
Okay.
stuck on this. Sorry.
All right.
Jif peanut butter.
2 Eyes.
No, don't you ever remember calling Jiffy?
I've seen it called Jiffy.
Yeah, nope, never. Jif.
What?
Jif.
That's bullshit.
Fruit of the Loom logo. What is it? I'm gonna ask you just out of the blue.
Bowl of fruit.
No, there's no bowl. It's just fruit.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Okay, what?
We'll put some of these up on the thing.
Oh no, they're gonna be right underneath us. I've already in my head, like, cause this is
Curious George, dude.
yeah.
Fucking no tail.
What?
Yeah. The fucking Monopoly guy. That's the other one. The fucking Monopoly guy.
Don't tell me he doesn't have a mustache.
No, he doesn't have the little eye thing.
No.
Yes.
There's no fucking no.
Never had the little eye thing.
We're in the Matrix. There's a glitch.
Everything I know is a lie.
That's horse shit. There's no fucking way. I'm looking that up right now. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Peanut guy. Mr. Peanut from
Peanut?
Planner's
Yeah.
Peanut. Monopoly guy logo. Okay, all right. Now that I'm looking, no, he's got it right here. Wait, no, this is someone saying, "Am I the only one to remember the Monopoly man with a monocle?" And I'm going to put this up to the camera right here. This is the image I got, which obviously I'm going to put underneath.
Yes, but nope, doesn't have that.
That's bullshit.
And Fruit Loops, what it is it used to be spelled FROOTLOOPS, and the O's were Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Both words.
Yeah.
Nope. It's fruit spelled just normal, and then loops with only the 2 Fruit Loops.
So is this like our brain messing with us? I don't remember
I said that backwards, but whatever.
I don't remember the exact definition of the Mandela effect, or like what, like
It's just things like that you remember, that you distinctively remember, that aren't actually a thing or never were a thing.
pretty sure that's called schizophrenia.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Like
Dude, for a while there was what was that movie? I remember there was a huge TikTok storm about this, and then people like found copies of the movie.
Of course, they always do. The internet finds a way.
Yes. It was I think called Shazam, the genie movie.
Oh, with the Shaq.
Not Shaq. No, that was a different one.
Okay.
I gotta look it up.
There's
now to see what the
another
actor's name was.
Shazam, other than
I think
Shaq.
It was called Shazam.
You're literally like this entire show went from like just talking to you, just making my life feel like a lie.
No, see, the Shaq movie was called Kazam.
Oh, Kazam. Yes, that's right. Yeah, he was the genie Kazam.
Shazam was with Sinbad.
I remember that one.
Yes.
Okay, I
There
do.
was a thing like it doesn't exist.
The Shazam movie doesn't exist.
That's what people were saying, but
I was gonna say
I don't know. There's like if you just Google Shazam, it just comes up Mandela Effect. What the fuck? Where is this movie?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's wild. There's a lot of them out there. People are like, this is how it is. There's a Star Wars one too. It's the way Vader says, Luke, I am your father. I forget what that one is.
Instead of "No, I am your father."
Yes. But that's just how. That's like just people just making it their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Jesus.
hear someone repeat it so much wrong way. But the Fruit Loops one gets me, man.
Well, that's like if you repeat a word a million times. You sit there and say it over and over and over again. You're gonna be like, "Why does that sound weird and wrong?"
Right.
Because you focus on it, hyperfixate.
Right.
I feel like I'm high right now. This is.
But here's the thing with the Mandela Effect. I don't know if it's legit or not because there's a lot of confirmation bias out there, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, let's be honest. But there's some things that just get you, man. Like the Kit Kat thing. Remember the little hyphen in between the Kit Kats?
Yeah,
Never
there's
existed.
little
Never
ad-
existed. Never
that-
existed. Never existed. Supposedly.
There was an asterisk in there.
That's what I always thought, but no, never existed.
What?
It's things that we need to research here. We need to do it for the people.
I feel like that
It's the
fake
people's weed.
dude. I need some weed to wrap my head around this shit. Oh my god. I normally I would have had like smoked before I did a recording, and I'm telling you right now, I was like, I just want to like be awake for this. I don't want to be like too mellow. I'm gonna have to after this now because everything feels a lie.
Yeah, it's wild shit.
No,
Wild
that's
shit out here in the boondocks.
boondocks.
Like I said, I don't know. I haven't like dug deep into the Mandela Effect because there's a lot of stuff I see and I'm like, I can see how you would think that. Like, I think Pikachu was always one. Like, people always remember Pikachu with like the little black on the end of his tail.
Yeah.
That never existed. That was never a thing. So
I thought it was in on the cards though.
I don't know.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go on a deep dive. I feel like later in the internet after I'm done editing this video.
We will fucking reconvene next week. We'll be like, what do you believe?
I feel like
I believe in God. I believe.
I don't know what I believe anymore, man. First we started talking about how the world doesn't make sense. Now we made it even feel like it doesn't even make sense even more.
Nelson Mandela, dude. Matt Damon, his favorite fucking actor. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Film Actors Guild fag. I actually just watched someone react to that video today on YouTube when I was eating my dinner before we did this.
Nice.
I just like clicked YouTube and it was a recommended thing because I'm always looking up Team America like clips, and it was like some girl watching it for the first time, and it was just it's one of those things where I love watching people watch something like that because it's so iconic that they like this existed, and it's like, oh yeah.
I want to see a reaction to someone watching Kung Fury.
Dude, you see I sent you the TikTok?
Yes, I did. That's why I brought it up.
Is this a police?
Is this a police? Good.
Fuck you. Oh,
that movie is hilarious.
Kung Fury, if anyone out there
So
watching or listening, it is a purposely bad, like it's intentionally supposed to be cringy. That was the whole point of it. It's a 30-minute like short film that you could watch free on YouTube. They originally wanted to put it out there and like make money off of it. They couldn't get the budget, so they made like a quick half-hour short film, and they said we'll release it for free. Kung Fury, go watch it. Trust me, it's like the best.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should go to a Comic-Con. You can dress up as Kung Fury, and I'll dress up as Triceracop, dude. We'll just fucking roam around a Comic-Con like that and interview people.
Yes, and what Cody's referencing, for people who aren't following, his partner was named Triceracop, and he was a Triceratops dinosaur, but he was like talked like a British person, like from the UK, and he was a cop, so they called him Triceracop, and it's amazing.
Shit's gold.
The fact that Kung Fury got his powers because he was struck by lightning and bit by a cobra at the same time.
Yeah.
And got his super ninja powers.
It's great. And he fights Hitler.
And he fights Hitler, who's riding a T-Rex. It wasn't oh yeah, they did the no, that was a different movie. That was a different movie. It was the one where the Germans come back from space. I was thinking of a different movie. Because at the end of that movie, they show like the Germans were hiding on the dark side of the moon, and they were planning on taking over the Earth. Yeah, but their technology was still behind, even though they were in space. And then and Sarah Palin was like the president.
See my house from
I could see Russia from my backyard.
I couldn't remember what it was. Dumb bitch.
That's 100 pounds of moose meat over there.
Hey, what? She was one good looking broad.
For a politician, she was attractive.
Yeah.
She was just dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
Yeah.
I'm over there in Alaska, so I could see Russia from my backyard. It's like, okay, Sarah.
She was probably pretty smart, but she got fucking portrayed as an idiot.
We have people that are stupid.
Well,
she was probably smarter than what, was portrayed, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I will give that every politician has some sort of smarts, because you have to have smarts to get that type of job.
You gotta be a con artist.
Yeah, you basically got to be, con artist. God, I don't even know how we got it, because we don't talk politics anymore. Thank fucking God.
Oh, yeah.
This is more just casual, like, just laughing about, like, what's going on. Before, we used to get into this. I don't even give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I always laugh when people are like, well, what are you? Are you this or this or this? I was like, I'm here.
Fucking American, right?
It's like, I just want to live. I was like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Let me get through the next 30 years, please.
Do you like guns? Do you like men? Do you like women? What do you do? I was like, I just want to go grocery shopping.
I'm about to suck off the barrel of this gun if you don't shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to start this shotgun with my nice little homemade toe trigger.
Yeah. Damn. All right. We should put the suicide hotline down here on the bottom.
Yes. That's not something that's funny, but I have a fucked up sense of humor. Anyways,
It's a military training, dude. They beat it out of you.
Yeah, it's funny enough. I have my hat on today. That's
Yeah.
held on by duct tape right now. They're not duct tape. There's Scotch tape on the back here because I didn't want this to not have the original pieces, so I don't want to replace the Velcro. So I was like, we're just gonna put lightly tape on there because I want this hat to stay the same. Okay. I know that we got one more thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap up here.
Let it rip.
Thor: Love and Thunder. Now, before I get into Thor: Love and Thunder, which is coming out tomorrow, I believe, correct? Or today? Yes, today. Early showings today.
As we're recording.
Yes, as we're recording, early showings today.
It is out now.
Officially releasing tomorrow, as they always do. I want to ask you something real quick before we talk about how excited you are for this movie, if you are or if you aren't. I had a conversation at work yesterday with some friends because I personally, I'm going to go see this movie at some point, but like I'm behind. I haven't seen Top Gun. I haven't seen Jurassic Park. Obviously, probably not going to see Thor: Love and Thunder this weekend right away because I don't have time. But I honestly, every time a Marvel movie comes out, I was always like excited. Like I wanted to see it right away when it released, every single one. I'm starting to get burnt out a little bit, I think. And I don't know,
Really?
like, not that like I hate the movies. It's just like I'm not like clamoring to be like, oh my God, it's Thursday night, like the early showings. I got to get a ticket. I got to see it, like blah, blah, blah. Like I'm just like, like I'll see it, like whatever.
Honestly, I talked to Kyle about this today. I'm in the same boat.
Really?
I'm in the same boat. I haven't bought tickets. I usually, you know me, I buy fucking tickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything the weekend of. And I'm like, maybe if we have time tomorrow, me and Kim will go see it. But if not, I'm not like super worried about seeing it because I don't think there's anything like massively implicating happening here. Plus, MOM just didn't do it for me. Not that it was a bad movie, it was a good movie. I was just so hyped for it. It just kind of let me down. So I'm trying to like temper my expectations for these next few movies.
Which he's talking about the Multiverse of Madness for everyone that didn't get the acronym.
Yeah, sorry.
It took me a minute to get it, so I'm like, maybe I should have like explained.
My bad.
MOM, Multiverse of Madness.
MOM. But I'll tell you this, I was more excited that I heard that the Loki season 2 started filming.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they just started filming, I think, this past weekend. But I'll go see Thor. I mean, I liked Ragnarok, so I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna like this movie. I like everything with the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy people in it because they're just fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, they're great.
I think what they've done with Thor, those first two movies, first one was pretty good. The second movie was just fucking asswipe garbage. But they kind of stopped making Thor like this serious character and kind of went into the humor and kind of leaned into that, and it's working great.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I actually think it's way better direction for the character. So I do think I'll like the movie. I'll probably love the movie, to be honest, because I am not like expecting anything great. So I'll probably end up loving it.
And it's Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
And
Waititi.
Waititi. That's all I always think of. Waititi. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Like, I know it's going to be good. I've heard some mixed things that it's like a bit too much. I've heard early reviews that they're saying it's like too much Taika. You know, like he kind of went overboard because obviously Ragnarok did so well. It was a fantastic movie that they like gave him more reins to do whatever. And I did hear that sometimes it could be a bit much. Obviously, that's personal perspective. I'm still excited to see it, but I officially think I'm just like, like, you know, I'll get to it when I get to it. Like, I'm not, it's weird. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed. I just, maybe it's not that like I'm tired of seeing them. I've just seen so much that it's lost its like luster, if that makes sense. It's like
not you, it's me.
Oh, okay. Do we have to see other people?
That's what that kind of sounded like.
It is.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. You know, Marvel, like we've had great times. All right.
Why
like,
are you putting out so much content?
Listen,
we're so spoiled.
We're so spoiled. All right. I feel like a brat right now. I'm like,
yeah, honestly.
I'm like, it's just another Marvel movie. Like, I even got into the deep conversation talking about how Martin Scorsese back in 2019 was talking about how superhero films, he doesn't consider them actual film. He considers them like theme parks.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You know, like you go there and it's just an entertaining roller coaster ride. It's not really a film. And I was even getting debate about that because I'm like, I get it.
Not wrong.
I get it, because he says that these movies take no risks. You know, he said that basically like you're just like putting it out there. It's not something of an original vision or anything. And I was like, I guess to a degree, I could see that if you're coming up with an original story that's never been told, you throw it on film, you know, like he did with, I don't know if The Irishman or like any of those like were solely original, but I don't know. It's just weird. And then I go watch something like, you know, The Terminal List, and it's, you know, basically a military revenge plot type thing, but I enjoyed it because it was something fresh. Like it was a little different than I've seen. So I don't know. Maybe I just want something different these days.
Yeah.
For me to like be jumping at the bit to go to the theater.
I get it. They'll reel you in eventually.
Plus it's hard. Yeah, well, they always do. Yes, but it's hard to want to spend money these days too. Like to go to the theater and spend $13.
To go to the theater too.
Yeah, $13. Like I know for me, if I get over here, a ticket's like $13 to $15. Then popcorn, then drinks. Next thing you know, I've literally spent almost 30 on myself.
Do you have like in Ohio we have like I think it's Tuesday night. It's like cheap movie night. It's like $6. That's probably when I'll go, honestly.
Yeah. I mean there's
like $6 to go to the movie.
Yeah, here in Jersey there's places like that, but I've literally got a theater that I shit you not like a minute, like 60 seconds from my house. So I just go there because of convenience sake.
Yeah.
So I don't mind paying whatever.
What kind of theater is it?
It's a third-party theater that works through Regal. So I mean, everything's through Regal with them. I believe.
Yeah,
I think
Regal's
it's Regal.
the one that does the $6 night. I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, there's 2 Regal theaters over here. There's literally 2 within like 30 seconds of where I'm at. So I mean, I'll go see it for a cheap viewing. I'm just not going to see it probably this weekend. So I mean, we'll see. I'm hoping that it's going to be good. I hope it's not just going to be like too much. I don't know. I can't really judge critics anymore. I can give a shit less of what they say.
There you go. Now you're learning.
Because I did, like I said,
what I say. What I say rules.
Like the Terminal List got like a 36 on Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience score is like a 94.
Rotten Tomatoes is just fucking garbage. We should do a whole episode ripping them because they're fucking trash.
We could do some homework if you want to talk Rotten Tomatoes next week.
I don't even need to do homework. They're fucking garbage.
Well,
pay to play.
I mean, I don't like Rotten Tomatoes. I just go there because that's what everyone bases their shit off of. And I always find it interesting to read some of the reviews. Like even like, I know I keep going back to the Terminal List because that's just the one I just did the homework on for like reviews and everything. Reading some of those reviews, I'm like, I feel like sometimes they fill in all these fancy words to fill a review. And I'm like, why'd you need to say it like that? You could have just been like, I didn't like it because of this, this, and this. But they're like, well, the adequacy of the filming and direction that such and such took with his mobility and tranquility. And you're just like, stop using big words. Like, no one gives a shit.
On top of a mountain.
Yeah, like sitting there like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and you're like, okay, 1 out of 10. What do we have? Just give me a number. I read some of them and I'm like, I don't even know if that was English.
What's that fucking fuck, I forget what the one teacher says in Harry Potter. Like a bunch of babbling buffoons or something like that. I don't know. You could probably roll the clip if you find it right now, but if you don't, it's fucking hilarious. They're like, oh, say that 5 times fast. Ron's 2 brothers. It's a funny scene. Sorry.
Well, if I find it, I'll throw it in here. If not, I'll throw in something funny that I failed to find it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if Thor: Love and Thunder goes. I know this episode's running a little long from the last one, so we're gonna wrap it up here. But I hope all you are enjoying this with the Bar Talk. Obviously I'm going to be putting this up on Anchor, which is our service that we use to put up the audio versions for the Bar Talk episodes, as well as anything else that we do for the show. So make sure that you check that out if you don't get a chance to watch the video versions, which if you're listening on audio, you're missing out on a lot of funny stuff. I know you get the audio version of the clips I put in here, with some funny editing to kind of make it a little interesting. But you get to see it if you watch the video version. So I highly recommend you check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to that. It's free, takes 2 seconds of your time, and you'll always be notified when an episode goes live. As well as with the Spotify, Apple, Google Play, with the audio version, you can check that out. You'll be notified with those too if you hit the subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Let us know what you think of the show. Comment below on these episodes, and we will see you next week.
Get the hell out of here.